You don't have political conversations arguing about whether the science is correct.
That's it.
That's not how this works.
That's it.
But there's a quote at 3134 in the doc. Science isn't political, or at least it shouldn't be.
Yes.
And it just hit. It hit so hard. And I feel like obviously misinformation is one of the major themes of the entire story.
Yeah.
What needs to happen in the future? How do we separate science and politics? Is that a realistic hope even?
Oh, it's a realistic hope. I'm sighing with you, Joe, because it is.
I got you
for pulling that out. That's Dr. Offit saying that.
Yeah, it was Dr. Offit. Very important moment. Yeah. So
wonderful.
And he says it in a little bit exasperated,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's time to, well, at least it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of, you're feeling him in there.
You feel his hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, he feels hurt.
Yeah.
I would say that if science were taught differently as a means of querying nature and with methods and tools that are designed to ensure or at least minimize the chance that you fool yourself into thinking something is true that is not, or thinking something is not true that is. Did I say that?
You got it right. You
think I said that right? If
no, you got
right down what I said, and just switch it and make it what it should have said. But you know what I'm trying to say there.
And that process of science, if I may,
and when you do that,
doesn't care about country, doesn't care about anything.
And the objective truths of science are true whether or not you believe in them.
Right.
And so the line you can draw and will be drawn if we ever mature to the state is you say, here's the science that has societal implications. Now let's have a political conversation about how to respond to it.
Beautiful.
You don't have political conversations arguing about whether the science is correct.
That's it.
That's not how this works.
That's it. And we can disagree on the way we use the science sometimes. Hopefully we should agree.
But there's that's the whole point of that's what I just said.
I retract.
I'm just saying how you respond to the impact of the objectively true science on civilization can and probably must have political debate resolving how that gets absorbed. Right. So for example, with climate change, and if you want to reduce the carbon footprint, do you put in carbon credits? Right. Or do you put tariffs on solar panels from another country because you want to build that industry here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's not a political decision. That's just a decision, right? So these things that have economic impact and trade impacts, all of that, a scientist might have an opinion there, but you want to bring in the economists and the politicians who are representing the views of their electorate.
Wrestling with these difficult decisions.
Yes, it's a difficult decision. That's how that should happen. And that's my fleshed out version of his 2-sentence phrase. Science isn't political, or at least it shouldn't be.
We hope we can get back to that where we're not the science teachers are reminding that of their students, saying this is not going to be a political discussion. Because the science that we're going to discuss affects you and is important to your life and benefits your life, but many times. And it doesn't care about your politics, doesn't care about your race, doesn't care about your class. And it's so wonderful to have a few of those things in our lives.
And by the way, there's sorry to keep talking because you probably want to be asking more questions, but I tweeted once that what was it? Of the 10,000 deaths in the past weeks of COVID, okay. Of the 10,000 deaths of people who were not vaccinated, Republicans lost 5 times as many people as Democrats. The response to that was, why are you being political?
Yeah. That's just
and it was like, oh my gosh. Oh my!
You'll tell the same data if that data was revealed of Democrats of the left. Of course, it's the same thing. We did it with our previous film with Food Evolution and reset of the conversation on GMOs. We nailed the liberals for
They're
They're
anti-science sentiments,
That's
right,
correct.
right,
We
right.
don't care about where you come from.
Because just because I mentioned Democrats and Republicans, the assumption was I was being political when I was being objectively true. And I thought the Republicans, this is bad. We need voters in the midterms.
Yeah,
I thought
that's true.
I thought you could have responded to it that way.
Oh, I mean, only in New Jersey can the dead voter vote. I think that's scientifically true.
Well, I genuinely appreciate both of your time. Just to finish up, quickly, where can we find more information?
Absolutely. New York City.
Shotinthearm.com.
Shot in the Arm movie.
Movie.com.
Shotinthearmmovie.com has
That's
everything.
That's the answer he's trying to give you right now.
Has all of our handles.
Okay.
Follow me more than Neil because he's got 14 million. I have like 7.5
15
people.
million. Yeah.
Oh, 15. See that?
Looking at 14.
My bad.